Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about how Pendo can improve your recruiting operations by increasing process compliance and efficiency for recruiters, hiring managers, and interviewers alike, ultimately ensuring your organization is hiring the most qualified candidates for the job. We're going to be leveraging Greenhouse Recruiting as our recruiting platform to illustrate a couple of examples. In order to increase hiring process compliance, Pendo can detect if a hiring manager or an interviewer has been away from the recruiting platform for a good amount of time, and then offer them an opportunity to refresh their knowledge around hiring best practices or interviewing. By adhering to these guidelines, this ensures a fair and equitable process to reduce bias, leading the organization to extend offers to the candidates that are objectively the most qualified for the job. Now, let's take a look from the HR recruiting team's perspective. In this example, we're going to analyze user behavior during the process of creating and extending offers to job candidates in order to identify areas of opportunities for improvement around efficiency and compliance. In this example, if I'm a recruiter, I have to go to a certain candidate, click create offer, and I have to go through a fairly lengthy form to make sure I fill all the details correctly before I save and extend that offer. In this case, save is my endpoint, create offer is my starting point. Now, by just specifying the start and end point, you can now create a workflow report in Pendo. This behavioral report will allow you to better analyze how users go through that process inside Greenhouse from start to end. It'll give you important metrics such as completion rate. For example, we have people here that started the process but never completed, while some people have successfully gone through it, but it's just a small minority. You also have the median time, which can be very important if your goal is to increase efficiency of the team overall and decrease that time if it's too long for that specific process. For each workflow, you're also able to visualize journeys. Journeys will surface the steps users are taking in between the start and end points of the workflow. This can be really helpful because now we can aggregate and understand what is the most common path for all the users, meaning these are all the clicks, fields, and pages to navigate through to get to the end, but also people that are working more efficiently and doing it in fewer steps or maybe just in a quicker way. Pendo will even highlight opportunities for improvement, such as the longest time between steps can be surfaced, and that can be potentially solved with in-app guidance. Maybe users are confused about this first field. And finally, you have the second example in which users are going back and forth the same field more than once. In this case, the sales draw field. So maybe what I should do is investigate a little bit further and see if there's an opportunity to better guide users so they can complete this faster, or even get users to completion if they don't know what this field means. Back at my create offer form, you'll be able to see that one of the fields we have, it's called sales draw. And this is created specifically for sales positions in our company. And what happens is that when you look at this field, it only says type 1 and 2, which is very confusing terminology if you're new or don't remember what it means. With Pendo, I can now insert this badge that clarifies the terminology around this field, hopefully allowing people to move through this field quicker and be able to extend that offer as quick as possible and don't delay the hiring process at all. And hey, what if we heard there's some offers being sent with incorrect compensation information for certain sales positions? If you really want to ensure that never happens, what you could do is implement a confirmation prompt with Pendo, which will withhold a certain click that can be very significant or hard to reverse, such as creating the offer, and allow the users to double check these fields that have been causing downstream issues. Once you have checked these fields, you can now save and proceed, which will finally allow the system to process that click in a regular way. So this can save you the hassle of sending an incorrect offer, causing delay to the process, or even worse, losing a good candidate because they were misinformed about their compensation. So this is how Pendo can help you ensure compliance around recruiting process, make your team more efficient when it comes to it, and ensuring you're hiring the best candidates that are available out there.